Hello students, today I am going to teach about mechanism of breathing in the chapter breathing and exchange of gases. So first of all, what is breathing? So breathing means the exchange of gases takes place in the lungs. That process is called breathing. The exchange of gases means oxygen and carbon dioxide. This exchange process takes place in the lungs. So that is called normally breathing. So what will happen in the breathing? Mainly air enters into the inside, into the lungs. Next, at the same time, it released into the outside. So this process takes place. The movement of air or air can move inside and outside. So this process takes place. So here mainly air can move, always air can move high pressure to low pressure. It can move high pressure to low pressure. So the main air movement can move this pressure. The movement of air can depends on the pressure gradient. It always move high pressure to low pressure. So in the breathing mechanism, the mechanism of breathing, two steps are present. Two steps are present. The inspiration and expiration. Inspiration and expiration, or inspiration is also called inhalation and exhalation. This is also called exhalation. So these two steps takes place in the breathing process. So first of all, we will learn about inspiration process. So what will happen in the inspiration? So mainly during breathing mechanism, two types of muscles play important role. They are the muscles of diaphragm or diaphragm muscles, or you can write muscles of diaphragm. Muscles of diaphragm. Next one, second one, external intercostal muscles. Intercostal muscles. So these two types of the muscles play very important role. So here first of all, the muscles of diaphragm is also called phrenic muscles. Also called phrenic muscle. So these two types of the muscles play important role in the breathing mechanism. So we will discuss about process of inspiration. So what will happen in the inspiration? So first of all, the muscles of diaphragm get contrast. The diaphragmic muscles. First of all, the muscles of diaphragm get contract. First step. So what will happen in this process? For example, how is the diaphragm? It is a dome shape. So dome shape, the diaphragm is present, dome shape. Next, for example, just imagine this is the thoracic cavity. So here this is the diaphragm. So how is the diaphragm is present? It is a dome shape. So what will happen in the first step? First of all, here this inspiration is a active process. So which means ATP is utilized here. ATP is play important role. So ATP is utilizes. So that's why this process is called active process. So what will happen in the inspiration? First, the muscles of diaphragm or diaphragmic muscles or phrenic muscles get contract. So what will happen here? So here this diaphragm become flat. So what will happen? First step, get contrast. As a result, diaphragm become flat. So what will happen here? This is the thoracic chamber. So here this thoracic chamber, this volume of thoracic chamber is increased. This volume. So here diaphragm get contrast. As a result, it become flat. This space is increased here. So this space is increased. So this is thoracic volume. So in this here thoracic volume increased. Where it is increased? Anterior and posterior axis. So in this way here the thoracic volume is increased. volume. So anterior and posterior way. So anterior and posterior, anterior or posterior axis. So in this axis the thoracic volume is increased. Next, what will happen? Next step, next these external intercostal muscles get contrast. Next step, external intercostal muscles get contrast. So as a result, here the ribs are present in the lateral side. So here down diaphragm is present, the lateral side the ribs are present. So these ribs slightly, in the ribs the external intercostal muscles are present in the between the ribs. So here these ribs get contrast. So as a result, muscles, these ribs get lift up, slightly it gets lift up. So as a result, so ribs get like this, they lift up. As a result, the size, so in this way the size of this thoracic volume, not this way. So here in dorsoventrally the thoracic volume is increased. So next step is external intercostal muscles get contract. So as a result, what will happen? The ribs slightly lift up. So as a result, this thoracic volume increased. Increase which way? Dorsoventrally. So finally the thoracic volume, here the thoracic volume is increased. Thoracic volume is increased. So as a result, what will happen here in this thoracic cavity? The lungs are present here. So whenever the thoracic volume, the thoracic chamber or thoracic volume is increased, so in the thoracic chamber lungs are present. So in the lungs the pressure is decreased. That is called pulmonary pressure. Pulmonary pressure is decreased. Pulmonary pressure is decreased. Thoracic volume is increased, pulmonary pressure decreased. So what will happen? Air always can move high pressure to low pressure. So in the lungs, what will happen? In the lungs, pulmonary pressure is decreased. So air in the outside pressure is high. So as a result, air can move inside. Air always move high pressure to low pressure. So in the what will happen now? In the lungs, the pressure is decreased. So that is called the pressure is decreased. So that is also called negative pulmonary pressure. So now negative pulmonary pressure is established, or pulmonary pressure is decreased. As a result, the air pass into the inside. So this process is called inspiration or inhalation. Once again I will repeat. So what will happen in the inspiration? Mainly two types of the muscles play important role. They are muscles of diaphragm, or also called phrenic muscles. One more, external intercostal muscles. So what will happen here? First of all, muscles of diaphragm get contracts. So normally in resting position, diaphragm is present like dome shape. Okay, it is arranged like dome shape. When the muscles get contrast, it become flat. So what will happen? The thoracic volume size is increased. In which way? Anterior or posteriorly? Anterior to posterior, in this way. Next, after that, the external intercostal muscles get contract. So as a result, the ribs can move and lift up. So as a result, the thoracic volume, thoracic chamber can increase. In this way, which way? Dorsal and ventral side. So dorsal and ventral side. So as a result, these two together collectively, thoracic volume is increased. So as a result, in this thoracic volume, when the thoracic volume is increased in the lungs, the pulmonary pressure in the lungs, that is called pulmonary pressure. That pulmonary pressure is decreased. So as a result, air can move inside. This process is called inspiration. Okay. Now next, expiration. So expiration is, it is passive process. It is passive process. Here energy is not utilized. That's why this is passive process. Here this is active process. Here ATP, during muscle contraction ATP is essential. So here two types of muscles get contracts. So that's why it is active process. Expiration is passive process. So what will happen in the first this muscles, diaphragmatic muscles get relaxed. So diaphragmatic muscles get relaxed. So as a result, diaphragm get back to their original position. So as a result, thoracic volume is decreased. Now thoracic volume is decreased. Next, in the end, external intercostal muscles get contrast. As a result, completely the thoracic volume is decreased. So as a result, thoracic pressure or pulmonary pressure is increased. Pulmonary pressure is increased. So as a result, air can move outside. Air can move outside. So that process is called expiration. So expiration is a simple process, just relaxation of muscles. Okay, first of all, diaphragm muscle get relaxed, then external intercostal muscles get relaxed. As a result, the thoracic volume is decreased. As a result, pressure is increased in the lungs. So as a result, air can move outside. So that process is called expiration. So this is about inspiration and expiration. So normally in human being, a normal healthy human being can respire or can shows the breathing movements 12 to 16 times per minute. So these inspiration breathing movements, normally a healthy human being can show the 12 to 16 breathing movements per minute. Next, these breathing movements can measured by or estimated by spirometer. These breathing movements can estimated by spirometer. Okay, so this is about mechanism of breathing.